Yeah, I don't know if you followed the Jason Jones story in Dallas, but so sheriff's deputy, father of 6, he been in the hospital for a while. His wife reached out to me to ask for help, and I wanted to give him ivermectin. She wanted to give him ivermectin, and the hospital did not, of course. So it went to court, and I testified on her behalf, and we won the case. The judge ordered that the hospital grant me temporary privileges, and I would be the physician ordering and administering the ivermectin. The hospital, I went through the application process, and the hospital denied my privileges, which is complete BS because I had a perfect record. There was no, it's just their way of getting around this.
I'm sorry, but I want to interrupt you really quickly just to let the people know, because we didn't even talk about BreatheMD so much. Perfect record. BreatheMD is actually in basically, I would say, one of the highest class areas of Houston in River Oaks. This is legit. So if you're looking at it, you want to search BreatheMD. It's actually a place to go. Every review on the place is amazing.
Except from the people that are politically opposed to what I'm doing. I have a lot of those.
Right, except for those who deliberately are doing that.
We'll talk about that.
But anyway, sorry to interrupt you. I just wanted people to know that.
Thank you. So the Dallas patient. So in the hospital denied my privileges. Then they appealed, and then they won on the appeal. So the patient was denied getting ivermectin. So I found out about that on a Friday, and on that same day, I had a patient come to me, one of my patients, saying, I just talked to my urologist at Methodist Hospital, and my urologist told me that I needed to find a new urologist because they were no longer going to see patients that are not vaccinated. So this is like the two things came at the same day. And then I got a third blow that day where I got a notice from one of the surgery centers I operate at saying that you're going to have to be vaccinated, show proof of vaccination in order to operate here. So it's like those three things hit me at once, and I was just like, I've had it. So I sent a email out to my patients, and I explained all this, and I said, going forward, I'm only going to be seeing unvaccinated patients in my clinic. I will not turn away anyone who has, an urgent situation. I won't turn away any established patients who are vaccinated. But for new patients with routine problems, I'm only going to see the unvaccinated. Well, this got back to Methodist, and they got very upset. And I sent a subsequent email saying, okay, I've heard from Methodist. They tell me that their policy is not what you claim it, what that patient said, that they will continue to see unvaccinated, but apparently that was not enough. And then they started reading my tweets, and based on me saying, I said, action works, and I said, vaccine mandates are wrong, and they took those to be, misinformation, dangerous misinformation is what they called it, and they tweeted about me. They said I found out that they were suspending my privileges by a text message from the Houston Chronicle asking me to verify, is it true that your privileges have been suspended? Wow. And I said, no, what are you talking about? I had no idea. And then I checked my email, and there's this letter from Methodist. And then Methodist went on Twitter and said, we are suspending Dr. Bowden's privileges for spreading dangerous misinformation about COVID. Nice. So, which is unprecedented. It's probably the first time a hospital has ever done that to a doctor on social media to announce that they're suspending somebody's privileges is just completely unprofessional. Well, the Chronicle, whatever, but a hospital to do that to a doctor.
I just read one of the Chronicle articles, and I was a little bit ashamed at how just kind of silly and like clickbaity and just virtue signaling they are.
Mary, I'm not a doctor. I read about the molecular structure. And I know it has antiviral uses, and I know it has even antibacterial uses, and even it has anti-carcinogenic uses. It's literally a miracle drug, hence why it received the Nobel Prize. And then I think about, okay, billions of administrations. I hear about small villages in the outskirts of the world where they're giving this in little packets with vitamins.
Mexico, they're doing that.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
All over the planet.
Right.
And then suddenly, all these hospitals are in this really beautiful little ballerina lockstep together, saying the same thing, just echoing each other.
Yeah.
And then you wonder, who is doing this?
Right. No, I mean,
You dig what
it's-
I mean?
Right.